Good morning, everyone. This is RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney Gaming on YouTube. We're here on my creation of Grandpa's Farm back home in Iowa, here on No Man's Land, and Farming Simulator 19 on PlayStation 4. So we're gonna go ahead and get some more work done here on Grandpa's old farm. This is just a Let's Play series, just for fun, something else to do besides all my survival challenges. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Bruce, how are we doing, my friend? It's going good, Bruce. It's going good. Creating another little field over here. Right across the road from Grandpa's farm. So we get this field all plowed out here. I started to do it the other night, but welcome, everyone. So we'll do a little plowing here. Now we got to take care of a couple of horses. Yeah, I didn't create this field wasn't even created the other night, Bruce. I don't think I'd started it when I was on. Casey, all right. Casey, I'm sorry, my friend. But yeah, I didn't have this other field here the other night. I just had this one right here. And that field there. And this little tiny field right there. And then this field over here. So not a lot. Not a lot going on. Thought we'd stream this here for a little bit. I might stream it again later this afternoon. Stream this for a little bit before lunchtime. There's a couple of new maps today. I was going to do a first look on a couple of maps, but I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. Might do that here later. I haven't done hardly any first looks. The only first look I've done is on Upper Lake Farm. Nice, KC, good. Oh, you checked out the island map? That was one I was maybe gonna do, but it's okay. There's one I was going to do from yesterday too, which was the other one. You did Riverbird, I think, Bruce, but I was going to do the other one from yesterday. Just because it looked kind of interesting, in my opinion. He's cut down a palm tree, sold it for $12K. Holy cow! Nice, Bruce. Riverbird is nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna check out that other one. I don't know how to pronounce it. Missouri or Missouri, something like that. I don't know. Mazury. So Johnny Popper here. It's not a John Deere, but I'm calling it Johnny Popper. Little Johnny Popper is about half out of gas already. Yeah, good morning, everyone. We're here on Grandpa's old farm, making another field here. I already got all my other fields. Hey there, Gary. Give everybody a look at the farm, because I don't know if everybody's really actually seen it, but here's my old grandpa's farm that used to be back there in Iowa. See if I can get rid of this help window here so you can see better. Oh, there's old grandpa's farm. Stuff is sitting in exactly about the same place as it was in real life, except we're sitting the opposite direction. Let's see, I gotta think about this. No, we're not. So yeah, we are. We're sitting the opposite direction here. Actually, Grandpa's farm should be sitting at this corner of this intersection right here is where I should have put Grandpa's farm, to have it sitting in the right direction, but we're just looking at it backwards, kind of. But yeah, this is my grandpa's farm back in Iowa. The house sat right here, so this would be the west-east road right here in real life. This would be, and this would be the north-south road across the bottom here. But anyway, you got the house right here, and then right across the house was, and the pig barn sat adjacent to, I mean, right next to the cattle yard. Of course, I added in this horse pen, this silo here, the fuel station, the workshop, and this water location and windmill. I added in all this. In real life, that's not there. I added in the horse pen because my grandpa loved horses, and he had 2 of them when he was little. But the windmill represents an old church bell that's sitting on top of a brick foundation that us kids used to go out and ring the bell and drive Grandpa nuts. But catty corner, as the crow flies from the house, was a corn crib barn. So I put in a hayloft right there. And then right next to the corn crib was the silo area where the ethanol still and cookhouse was, because my grandpa made ethanol on the family farm there in Iowa. So this was the best placeable silo, the Russian placeable silo from Sosnovka map that I used to represent it the way I wanted to show it. And then behind the hayloft, I remember there being a silage bunker, but I can't remember what direction it sat and what it looked like. I mean, this was back when I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I'm in my 40s now. And then there was a machine shed, an open front machine shed right here, and behind the machine shed, directly behind it, was another shed and a chicken coop right here. So the extra items I added in was an extra machine shed right here, and then an extra little bale shed right there. But everything else, building wise, is sitting where it would be sitting in real life. And I designed this yard area right here and this yard area as close as I could with the pictures I posted on Facebook in correlation to what the fence lines look like. But this was all just yard area, but I put in a tiny field there instead, and I might even put in a little tiny field right here for my potatoes. But that's what it looks like for right now. I can't remember surrounding the farm where Grandpa and Dad and my uncle had actual farm fields. I don't know what they owned or what they rented. So all the fields are fictional right now because I don't remember. I mean, I was, like I said, only about 5 or 6 years old. But the picture of the farm I posted on Facebook in our Farming Simulator Challenges Facebook group. Yeah, Rusty's gotta have my taters. Yeah, that's right, everyone. Thank you, James, for stopping in and seeing Grandpa's farm. Farmer Reb, Julia, Bruce's Gaming. I'm not sure who else is here. I was trying to give everybody the description of the farm there, so I missed everybody that was in chat, but I appreciate everyone that's here. But yeah, this was back in Calhoun County, Iowa. Calhoun County, Iowa is southwest of Webster County. Webster County would be like Fort Dodge, Iowa. So Calhoun County is about, my hometown is about 45 minutes from Fort Dodge, Iowa, southwest of Fort Dodge, Iowa. My original hometown. But this is a recreation of my granddad's property, Maple Farms and Ethanol. So I'm just plowing in a little extra field here because I got things caught up for a little bit. We got to go tend to some animals here. Also be having a change of day here, so we'll be able to go to sleep here real soon. And change it today to the next day, and we'll probably be coming around towards our first harvest. Because at the end of the stream last time, I got all the fields seeded and except for this new one here, so hope everyone's doing well. We got sunny skies right now here in Nebraska today, finally, for a little while. It's kind of cold out though, cold and little wind chill. My boy's still home sick, still running a fever, so if he continues the fever today, I have a feeling that we're going to have to go back and get retested tomorrow. So if you all want to say a prayer or two later, I'm hoping that our tests come back negative again. And we're just fighting some kind of virus, but he's still running a fever. He got up to 101 again yesterday, so not a good sign, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's supposed to be nice here this weekend too, in the 60s. So. But yeah, so far today it's sunny skies, just cold out in the upper 30s. With the wind chill, Nebraska wind chill's got it kind of cold out. I also, for those that are new, yeah, so I kind of forgot that part. I should have told you. So my grandpa started farming with his brother and one of his brothers, and they had 3 tractors to start with. None of the 3 tractors, unfortunately, I could find in our mod hub or in the store, of course. So this tractor here, even though this is a Ferguson, is resembling an old Oliver Hart Par tractor that had steel wheels. So that's what this tractor is resembling. My other tractors are right here. My grandpa had an old John Deere B. That's what this is resembling. And this tractor here is resembling an old M. So that's what we're starting with here. And as I progress, I'm going to upgrade the tractors, but we're starting out old-fashioned style here a little bit. Thank you to all those that stopped in the stream yesterday on No Man's Land here on the Sly Hill Homestead Challenge. Got a lot of progress done yesterday on that. So thank you all that stopped by. Had a really good day on the old Homestead Challenge yesterday. We'll be progressing fast now because we now own the biogas plant too. That's the other thing I should show you here on Grandpa's farm is we're starting with stuff here because this is more of a let's play, kind of just have fun with everybody and chat away. But we have some sell points here. The only sell point I didn't put down that I want to work for is my favorite sell point, which is the biogas plant. So, are you going to keep your tractors with the older them, or as you're going to progress going to more? I'm going to kind of upgrade the tractors. So I'm going to upgrade. The first one I'm going to upgrade is the old TEA20 because I know what tractor I'm going to go with next. So I'm going to shoot for that money, even though it might cost me a little bit. That's what I'm going to shoot for. Well, these are the sell points we got so far right here, and I'm going to work for the biogas plant in this series here. Oops. I don't want to hire a worker either. I hit the wrong button. The next tractor we're going to get here, I'll show you. We'll be selling this tractor. We might keep it, I don't know, because it doesn't sell for much, so we still might keep it, we'll see. But the next tractor I'm going to get is actually going to be a whole farm, a fit for Grandpa's story. Is This right here, this is the other one we're going to get next. And we're going to upgrade the motor on that. My grandpa, you know, most of all of our, depending on what your age is compared to mine, but I'm in my early 40s, and you know, my grandpa lived a pretty rough life. His dad was actually abusive and was an alcoholic, and was one of those not very well liked horse traders. So, unfortunately, my grandpa and my great-grandfather, which I did not know because he was long deceased before I was born, did not have a good relationship at all. Which I think relates back to why my dad and my grandpa didn't get along with each other either. Because my grandpa started taking traits after what his dad used to do. Now, my grandpa was a stubborn man until he started having grandkids. I was his first grandson. And I got a cousin that was the first granddaughter. But there was 5 kids in the family. 2 brothers and 3 sisters. That includes my dad. So my grandpa's mom left my great grandfather when my grandpa was young, and my grandpa and his brother ended up having to quit school and help their mom on the farm and help their mom make a living. And then my grandpa went to the military for a couple of years as a diesel mechanic, or a mechanic in the Army. I came back from the military and started farming in Iowa. Worked for a couple of different people, and then met my grandma because my grandpa started also working at the local creamery that was in my hometown there back in Iowa. And my grandma came to work one day, and that's where it all hit off. She started working there too. And then it was in the late 70s, early 80s, like, I can't remember exactly. I have a magazine that I need to dig out, but I think it was like 79 to 81. It was very short-lived. But my grandpa had this thing with corn cob. He thought that the corn cob was the most unique thing ever, you know, ever that was dropped on the face of the earth. However you'd want to say it. But he was very intrigued by a corn cob. So he figured out that a piece of corn cob could produce a tremendous amount of heat. And so they filled some still. I don't know how they did it exactly, but the corn cob was a heat source for making ethanol in the still on the family farm. but the heat source was the old corn cob. So we always had a huge corn cob pile. Actually, the corn cob pile was right back here. I'd say probably about where this big corn cob pile. And me and my brother and my cousin James always went out there and played King of the Hill on it. My grandpa would get mad because we'd break the corn cobs in half. And said, "Don't break those corn cobs in half." He'd just get mad about it because he always thought that, you know, don't want to ruin a good piece of corn cob. And then Grandpa's farm always had some animals that loved us kids for some reason. And there was this pig that always got out because it found a hole. And I can't really show you because these don't connect, but this barn, let's just say this barn was sitting right next to this cattle pen, but the cattle pen area would be on the other side of the building, right against the pig barn, and this pig pen would be on the opposite side over here. Well, there was a hole, if I can remember right, about right here in the old pig pen area, and that old pig always got out, and us kids, there were several of us cousins, we named it Arnold. And it was one of these kinds of pigs, if I can remember right. It was one of these right here, the black and white ones, but we named it Arnold. And Grandma and Grandpa always were giving us a hard time because we'd come in for lunch, and Grandma would be like, "Did you guys let Arnold out again? Because if you did, Grandpa's gonna be mad at you." Well, Arnold would chase us around the old farmyard. I mean, he wouldn't like chase us, but wherever we went, he walked right behind us. Never hurt any of us at all. Didn't charge us, didn't run us over, nothing. Just followed us around the farm. Never left the property, but it was kind of one of those memories you'll never forget. And then later in life, when I got older, and my other cousins were a lot younger, there was a sheep, and I can't remember the name, but there was an old lamb that my two cousins, Michelle and Megan, and my other cousin that was older than me that still lived there in Iowa at the time, Brenda, named this sheep. And it was the same kind of thing. This lamb would get out of the pen and they'd follow the girls around the yard. And Grandpa'd get mad. But we never let him out. It always got out on its own. But Grandpa always was thinking that we were the ones letting the pig or the sheep out. When it saw us come outside, it just got through its hole and came out and followed us around. But anyway, those are just things you'll never forget, you know? Alright, let's see. What else can we do here? I know what we're going to do for a little bit here while we're waiting for it to get dark. I haven't done this too much in FS, so this is a whole different ballgame for me. I haven't done a lot of this. So as you can see, whoops, we don't want the chainsaw. Oh, what button is it? I need my help window because I ain't used to this. Alright, let's ride you. So it's the square button. Alright. This is Dusty. I renamed this one. I think one of these ones was, oh, what was the names that they had chosen? Crimson, I think, or something like that, and I can't remember what the other name was, but this horse is Dusty, which was the name of our first dog, actually, here at home. And the other horse's name, guess what, is Rusty. So we got Rusty and Dusty here on the old farm. Let's go up here for those that didn't see the shenanigans, maybe. We'll go up here and real quick, right up here. You can see part of Upper Lake Farm, which still exists. Let's take this little horse, Dusty, up here by Upper Lake Farm for a little bit here and come back home. Yeah, we saw that there, Peter. Bruce's Gaming checked out Lucas Island this morning already. Well, here's the old Upper Lake Farm area. I'll stop the horse here a little bit. We'll go up here towards Upper Lake Farm. Here's Upper Lake Farm area. That was in my shenanigans. Then we got St. Croix flowage right here, which transitioned into dark forest, and which transitioned into my secret road that led out to my Sly Hill homestead. Right there. Well, this was the old, the last shenanigans map that I had designed. Spent most of the time creating this on Upper Lake Farm area and St. Croix flowage, trying to make that look nice for the shanty boys to understand when they saw the shenanigans, which they were very impressed by it. I spent all afternoon one day setting up this Grandpa's farm area just because I was really picky on where I put things and how I wanted that to look. This river here resembles Raccoon River that flows through Calhoun County, Iowa. Flows through a lot of Iowa. Well, yeah, now we can get our raccoon skunk milk cheesecake or whatever we want to call it. Let's go put this old Dusty back here in the pen. How's Rusty doing? Rusty's looking okay. Alright, let's go to sleep so we can move it to the new day. We're gonna have lots to do now. At the end of the last stream, I did lower the money way down, and which I'm gonna have to. I see now I'm gonna have to remove some of my tax signs because now we're sitting in a hole. I might actually have to get myself a little money, but I had set up all these tax signs over here because when I created the shenanigans map, it was taking forever to lease and return, so we're gonna have to get rid of some of these here. But I had quite a few tax signs there that was helping get rid of money. So now we're gonna have to I'm going to put down a government sign to give me a little bit of money, because I was wanting to start low but not in the hole. But now we've got the money back down. So hopefully I've should still have the government sign on. I'm imagining here, more than likely, but we'll go ahead and get rid of these tax signs first. Get rid of these big ones. Anyway, I put these tax signs down because they got like the windmills for the windmill sell point, and they make a lot of money. I didn't really want to earn that much free money. So we get rid of some of these here. And we'll get rid of some of these $1,000 ones here. We're going to see what we can do, if we can get by with leaving 2 of those there for now. Have a $2,000 deduction a day. This is actually the first day that, the first full day after all set up and everything, so. Don't have enough money. Oh, yeah, because I'm in the hole. Nice, that's right. Cool. Alright, do I got anything I could sell? I think I do, actually. I'm gonna sell something to make some money here. I could cut some trees. Just do that. And I thought there was a tractor. I don't know if I ever got rid of that bigger tractor that I was using to help set this up with. Yeah, you know what? We won't, we'll just leave it like that for now. We'll be in the hole. Because we got this thing, I forgot. I wasn't going to mess with the chainsaw too much. So let's just go get rid of a few trees here. Yeah, this doesn't really correlate to Grandpa's farm, but this is just what I wanted to do. Get me a little quicker tree harvest in. Besides, there's one tree right here that I want gone. That I meant to get all gone before I started this. I totally forgot about it. Oh, now I gotta remember how to run this thing. See what meter logs we're gonna cut here. Let's haul you this way. Actually, what I should do is just haul you over to the lumber mill, huh? Haul you to the sawmill and won't have to load you. And we can sell you and start getting our money just a little bit above $5,000. Yeah. Since I'm $5,000 in the hole. I was going through Grandpa's story the other day because he had my grandma write a story when my grandpa was fighting lung cancer. And he was just having Grandma write down things that he could remember from his childhood and his younger years and stuff. And the amount of money that our grandparents lived off of, but then again, you know, the amount that you paid for stuff, just shocking. Totally shocking. Can't remember what it was, but in the story I remember it saying how much Grandpa got paid at the creamery, because he wanted to leave the creamery a couple of different times, but his boss at the creamery kept giving him raises. You're on the Homestead Challenge all last night. Cool, Nicholson. Yeah, sorry I couldn't view. I was at work in my part-time job there. Got home late. Actually tried to stream, but I think the servers were down because I got booted within 27 seconds. So I didn't even try anymore. I just did a little bit of odds and ends on the Homestead Challenge. I kind of cleaned up the animals and cut some trees. Just getting them ready for a live stream, so not standing there cutting trees the whole time. Ah, yeah, Gary. Yeah. My actually, that reminds me. You talk about the candy and soda there. My great grandpa. Well, no, it'd be my great great grandpa owned a candy store, snack store thing, whatever you'd want to call it, in a little town called Badger, Iowa, which Badger, Iowa is northeast. I believe it's northeast of Fort Dodge. Only a few miles, like less than 10 miles or so, something like that. Very close to Fort Dodge. But I remember my mom always saying that her grandpa would give her a quarter, and she'd always get to walk home with a full bag of candy, you know. Walk back to Grandma's house with a full bag of candy from the store. What's our animals doing like since we got a new date? Well, cows are getting dirty already and don't got very many. We only got 6 cows. That's what I ended up doing after the last stream, was putting the livestock in and getting the field seeded. But I've got 6 cows and 3 pigs, and I did 7 chickens and 2 roosters, 7 brown chickens, 7 white chickens, and then the 2 horses. We don't got any sheep. I'm getting a little bit better at this though, finally. Running these machines. I just never ran these machines too much. But our good old friend Jethro 440's Gaming's Forestry Friday videos are pretty helpful. So if y'all need some forestry help there, make sure you alright. Quite. Yep. I say that I got things figured out here. No, not doing seasons yet. Why is this glitching so hard? Obviously, you don't have this. There we go. I was going to put seasons on this, and I still might, but I wanted to get things kind of established a little bit, then turn seasons on. At least get some fields graded and that much, and then turn seasons on, and whatever happens to the fields once I turn the seasons on, that's fine. At least the fields will be there. Though, won't have to worry about that. If I do turn seasons on, though, I'm going to make sure I get myself at least one bigger tractor with a snowblower, because I'm not going to mess with snow too much. And that's all that tractor will be for. Whoa. See, I keep hitting the wrong button because I think this controls, I'm used to the John Deere one, which I just didn't have turned on and purchased because I didn't think about doing it this way. But I'm used to the John Deere one, and a couple of the controls I think are just a little bit different. So I keep hitting the wrong button. At least that's kind of what my motor memory's telling me anyway here. Let's go see what this is going to give me. Probably not enough, but our placeables are helping our income come back up too. So, oh, now, hey, we're at $585. That'll work. We'll just leave it right there. Turn this thing. That Lucas Island looked like another idea. I'm just gonna leave this thing over here, like where it was. For right now. Alright, now I gotta remember. Yeah, I think the tractor that I put the loader on was just this one. I'm using some of these buildings and animal pins I've never used before, and I kind of like them. So this pig pin here is from the Pig Sty and Chicken Coop mod. I can't remember who it's by, but it's a neat little building and pin Really like it. And then this cattle pen. I've never used this cattle pen before either, but I really like it too. Gotta go to the grocery store. Alright, I should too, but there's food here yet. But I was kind of thinking about actually cooking something. Instead of finding something at home to cook. I have a bad habit of that. Not just cooking what's at home and going to the store and buying more. Okay, why can't I suppose maybe I gotta dump it in this trigger area. No? Where's the sweet spot in this one? Huh. You know, I know like on one of those animal pin packs it's by a post for some reason. But well, we'll see if I can still get this to go back in if I dump it over here. No, still won't go back in. Still spills out onto the ground. Why? Anyway, hey Matt, how are you doing? It's okay, it's not that big of a mess anyway. Just like keeping things clean, something to do. Wonder where the hot spot is. Should be anywhere in this trigger area, I would think. Nope, just puts it back on the ground. That's weird. It might be on the inside. We'll try that, Gary. Oh, yeah, I know, Matt. It's been that way here in Nebraska for a few days, and finally today the sun is out, finally. But it's been that way for about 4 or 5 days, probably. We'll go in the pin and see if that works. It's kind of odd. I hope the tractor's gonna fit through there now. Probably ain't gonna fit through. Nope. Not in here. Huh. But I like the appearance of it. This is the first time I've ever had to clean it, so. I don't know where they'd have the little sweet spot at, but it's not. See, if I dump it in the trigger area, it just puts it on the ground. Just puts it right back on the ground. If I try to put it in the bunk, it gives me that message. Back away from it a little bit. Ah, see, it still puts it on the ground. That's just weird. You know, like I remember that timbered farm pack that we used with Jethro's Animal Challenge. It seemed like the sweet spot was right up against one of the, like a post. But you had to hit it just right. See, that don't even work. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, that's weird. Now I'm gonna have silent. This is gonna wish when I had the internet went bad. Oh, great, wonderful. Well, that figures. At least I made it an hour so far, I guess. That figures. Ain't nothing I can do about it, people. Seems like it's hit and miss lately. Yesterday I streamed for almost 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever it was. No problems. So we'll just put that in there. And maybe I have a place that we can just sell the silage, because it ain't letting me dump that back in the cattle pen for some reason. I can't figure out where the little hot spot is. Oh, we can go sell it. So we can sell it up with vehicle shop grains. So we'll just keep it in that little tipper for now. We gotta go clean the chickens off. Clean the chickens off, see what kind of eggs we got. Do we got any eggs yet? Don't see any eggs yet. We got a little chicken mess over here. Not a lot, but a little. This is a neat little chicken coop. This chicken coop is with that pigsty building as a mod. Hell, that one works. Now that we clean that up, I'm gonna... Oops, I don't want small tractors. I want this screen for a minute. Now that we got that clean though, I want to paint this right here. Now let's get our water. Oh, go top off some water to them all here quick. Takes all this tractor's got to pull this heavy water tank. Hitting the bunker there, so I couldn't go forward. Couldn't see that I was that close. That one works. Now if I just get the cattle one to work, that'd be nice. I don't understand why it don't work. Mark, it's going great, my friend. Just got in from work. We're here on my grandpa's farm that I created here on No Man's Land, Mark. So this is what grandpa's farm looks like back home in Iowa years ago. But we're using mods, but this is what it would look like in real life, kinda. Bricklaying in the rain is not fun. Yeah, I bet not. I bet not. I wouldn't want to be doing that either. We'll put the water tank back here. We'll go ahead and I see the farm last week. Oh no, it hasn't changed much. I got the fields all seeded. I created another field, but I don't got it prepped. No more shenanigans. Probably no more shenanigans for quite a while, Mark. There's some other things that took place yesterday that I can't really discuss, so. But yeah, everything's good, just no shenanigans for a while. Okay, let's see here. Let's go fix up these horses just a little bit. Well, we got a little downtime. Stay still there, horse. Alright, I don't need to fix you. But we do. Oh, come on. Stay still. Hey, Laded, how are you doing, my friend? There we go. Cleaned up, Dusty. Alright. Let's go ride Rusty this time. Let's go ride Rusty for just a little bit here. Come on. Guess Rusty don't want ridden. Come on. Calm down, boy. I'm waiting to pester my kitty cat. Oh, no, don't pester your kitty cat. They'll come back and scratch you. Unless he's declawed or something. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Alright, we're here on Grandpa's farm. My grandpa's farm was located there about an hour or so southwest of Fort Dodge, Iowa. So we'll go ride over Rusty here for a little bit. It's just a little bit here. Alright, lady, we'll see you later. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. It's a great day here in Nebraska. Bright and sunny, shiny skies for once. Not raining. I don't gotta work today. I couldn't sleep. Once I got home from work last night, I couldn't sleep, so got up, paid a couple of bills. Yay. Ate an apple fritter and some chocolate milk. So we'll go on a little ride here. We'll go down my St. Croix Flowage Road here. Be able to get harvest done too, hopefully. First harvest here on Grandpa's old farm. I saw that Farmer Cop posted a video, uploaded a video, I think it was yesterday, for the for operation of the biogas plant and stuff, and said that he was feeling better. And that if he was feeling better this next week, he was gonna start doing mod reviews videos. So that's good to know, that he's feeling better finally from the whole COVID. We'll go through dark forest here. Yeah, it was recorded. Yeah, it was recorded 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Mark, you're correct. But you know what? That guy's a busy man. That guy's a very busy young man. So it's just good to know that he was still trying his best to bring out content when he's fighting COVID. So, you know. Go up here through my Sly Hill homestead. This is just a replica. This ain't the actual. It's changed a lot, actually. My Sly Hill homestead challenge has changed a lot. This is somewhat of a replica of it, basically. But I own plot 14 now for the Sly Hill Homestead Challenge. So we've got a lot more field crop ground. So all this right here that I'm riding the horse on through right now, this piece of land right here we own in the survival challenge now. This is plot 14 that we're riding on right now. So we'll take Rusty here back to the farm and see how things are doing. Surprised you didn't put your tater bunker up there still. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't want to have fields that far away from the farm, so I didn't put those up there. I could have for just decoration, but I already got pretty high slot count already the way it is, just because of other stuff I've got placed now, and which is not really high, but what is it right now? Anyway, let's just look here. We'll just look here quick and slow down here to a trot. Yeah, I'm at 847 at 1299 right now. But then again, we're using mostly modded equipment too, so that takes up a lot of slots. Going past the bakery and dairy right here. I appreciate everyone for checking out Grandpa's farm this morning here. I get my donuts. I had an apple fritter. I went to Pump and Pantry this morning when I went to go take my bill out to the hospital that I paid, and I went to Pump and Pantry and got an apple fritter, so hey, that's alright. I could go for some nice Krispy Kremes though. That would taste pretty good right now. Wouldn't be good for my health, but what is? Alright, now we're back here on Grandpa's farm. Oh, slow down here, Rusty. I seen this glazed donut breakfast casserole on YouTube. Oh, really? I got a funny story for you. So, we had first got into competition barbecue. The first year or so, we got into competition barbecue. Not just my wife and I, but my brother and my dad. And my brother was trying to make homemade donuts. homemade, homemade donuts at a home farm and garden show competition over at our fairgrounds. And trying to make these homemade donuts, and ended up catching his grill on fire. And all of his buddies that he barbecues or does competition barbecue events with have given him a hard time about it ever since then. You want a good crispy donut, just look up Out of the Blue barbecue. Oh yeah, he had the old fire going on that day. He was trying to make some homemade donuts, which they turned out good, but the first couple he made, he ended up catching the grease too hot or something. I wasn't there. I got there to the end when they got the fire out because I had to work that day. So I stopped out there on patrol and to see my brother, and yeah, Mark, yeah, you're correct, my friend. Yep. I actually, I never even played Farming Simulator, Mark. I didn't play Farming Simulator until, oh goodness. It was sometime like last summer. Like, and I know May's really not summertime, but I would say sometime around last May or June, somewhere around there. I originally started, well, I shouldn't say started, but I originally was gaming on a couple of race car games. Tony Stewart's Sprint Car Racing, Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing, and NASCAR Heat 3, 4, and 5 dirt late models. And I created a Facebook group for making and sharing custom setups for racing online. And I got burnt out of trying to make custom setups because there's a lot to it. And number one, I don't drive a race car in real life, so that's even more of a struggle to figure it out. But had a lot of fun doing it. I just got burnt out, so I gave Farming Simulator a chance. I had it downloaded when it came out to the PlayStation Store for free. I had it downloaded, but I just never got on it. And then I got on it, and I've been hooked ever since. And one of the first ones I ever played multiplayer with was actually that James that was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still watching, but he was one of the first ones I played multiplayer with. And then I created the Facebook group Farming Simulator Challenges back on New Year's Eve and released it to Facebook because I wanted to just get to know more people and share survival challenges because I like doing survival challenges. And what really inspired me to do it was I was trying to do a survival challenge like everybody does here on No Man's Land, and I just couldn't fall in love with the map. And I don't know if it was just this location being so far up here away from the store, because this is actually a field right here for those that might be watching that not familiar with No Man's Land. But I just couldn't fall in love with this area up here, so I challenged myself to my favorite map, Mercury Farms, and set a lot of stipulations. Well, I shouldn't really say stipulations, but gave myself a lot of rules to follow. And ended up beating the challenge before the end of my first season, and I was doing 6-day seasons. And I couldn't believe that I beat it, but I was doing rules such as I couldn't do contracts that were paying $1,500 or more. I could only do contracts that were paying $1,500 or less. I couldn't buy and sell product on Mercury Farms until I owned a full semi, so tractor and trailer. Not farm tractor, but a regular semi-tractor. And then, what are some of the other ones I put on myself? I had to sell all trees that I harvested at a static wood chipper to make money. And I ended up beating all of my rules before the end of the first season. And then during all that I met Jethro 440's Gaming and Backwoods Gaming, and went into multiplayer mode. And Backwoods 201 Gaming actually told me in the multiplayer stream that I should bring survival challenges live. So that's where I am now. But anyway, that's kind of what led up to all my farming simulator experience right now. On that, I've connected with Farmer Cop a lot, just because Farmer Cop's also a fellow law enforcement officer there in Washington. And I'm a 21-year law enforcement officer in a little community in northeast Nebraska, so yeah, hard to believe. 21 years in law enforcement, and actually 25 years class reunion this summer. Can't believe that either. Dusty is doing good. We need to get on Rusty. Do that for just a little bit while we're waiting for these crops to change. Oh, come on, get out of the barn there. We're gonna jump the fence. Come on, boy. Jump the hedge. I remember a horse and cart mod from FS19 that would be nice to have in FS19. Oh yeah, that'd be cool, Mark. I don't know if you're still here, but I just saw your comment there. That would be cool. I actually wish there was more old small equipment. I really started to get involved with old small equipment back in about November when I started my Mercury Farm Survival Challenge. And ever since then, I've been really enjoying small equipment farming. We'll go up here by the old lake and see if Farmer Cop's around. This was Farmer Cop's area, and one of my last videos was Farmer Cop was up here fishing at the old lake on No Man's Land. Well, we got Bruce's Diner here off to my right. Looks like Farmer Cop's gone. His pickup's not sitting here no more. So I think old Farmer Cop gone for this season of fishing. Welcome everyone to Grandpa's Farm here on No Man's Land by RustyMoney on PlayStation Network. That's how I play. Started Inglerat a couple months ago and go with just my clothes and set myself similar rules to yours. Cool, Mark. Maybe even stricter, not even a chainsaw. Sold up a couple of weeks ago and moved map with... Nice, Mark. So do you got you got videos of that, Mark? I love watching people do survival series. I finally caught up with Crazy Monkey Gaming's survival series content and his hardship series. That's a really good one to watch. Time-lapse wise, I've been watching survival series by Speedy Farmer on YouTube too. He's got a time-lapse one on that map called Unter Grissenbach. I can't pronounce it right probably, but and Jethro's Gaming's doing a couple of different things too that are really neat to watch. Jethro 440's Gaming. I'm just not good at creating videos. I don't. My patience level with Share Factory. But I'll tell you all because I had a smaller stream yesterday, but at the start. But this weekend I'll be on call this weekend. So at home on Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna I'm gonna actually record a time-lapse series, another something new, and I'm only gonna be recording it so often. I shouldn't say often, but every so often, so probably in my other down times where I can't live stream. But I'm gonna do something new that's gonna come to the YouTube channel that I think is gonna be kind of neat. But it'll be all time lapse pretty much. But I'm gonna try and challenge myself to do that anyway. Bruce, how you doing, my friend? Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Oh, now the sun's not out no more. The sun's covered up by clouds again. Oh, darn, I'm so tired of that. Wish I could see the sun. Alright, let's get off old Rusty here. He's clean too. I don't know if it'll let me clean him right now, but might have to let it resync back in. He's doing alright. No, he's still doing okay. Alright. What else can I do now? Need my crops to... Oh, let's go treat that field. I did get that field. I don't want that. I did get that field plowed out, right? Yeah, I got it all plowed out. Let's see, I get this field here. It was too far along. I thought about recording it. Maybe next time. Ah, cool, Mark. Yeah, I'll be... If you do something, let me know, because I like watching that kind of stuff. I just don't watch any TV no more. I haven't watched TV. I mean, I watch it because my wife will watch it, so I'll be sitting here in the living room, but I'll be looking at my phone and watching videos while she's watching TV. But it seems like, I don't know, I really enjoy watching Farming Simulator videos. I don't know, it probably sounds kind of dumb at my age, but I don't know. Kind of like watching how people do things different. And some of the stories these people come up with to make videos is pretty good. Ah, I know, Bruce, I know. That's why I watch my YouTube, my friend. It's because my wife is watching Hallmark. But, you know, I don't mind. I'm kind of one of those guys that I don't mind some of those movies. I actually like a lot of those Christmas movies, but as you all learned yesterday in my stream, I give Christmas to kids every year. I give Christmas to over, probably, I'd say anywhere from 100 to 200 kids every year. I help give Christmas to that don't get Christmas through a private Christmas program that I operate here in our county. Yeah, Mark, yeah. I just really like, I don't know. Just really like watching people's videos. Farming Simulator, anyway. I'm one of those people that, hey Matt, welcome back. I'm one of those people that I don't get into a lot of TV shows because I gotta see the TV show from the beginning to the end. It drives me crazy to watch an episode of some show at 1 week and then be home the next night and watch episode 7 before I get to see episode 6 type deal. So I just don't hardly watch any TV shows. Unless I watch it on like Netflix or something so I can watch it all in order. It just drives me nuts to watch stuff out of order. I don't know why, but you know, any more of those shows like that, like some of the ones that my wife watches that she wants me to watch with her, like Chicago PD and Chicago Fire and Chicago Med. Um, I don't mind watching them with her just because that's time with your spouse, but I'm always asking her questions. Well, why did this person do that, or what's wrong with this person, or because all those TV shows anymore, you know, they have a story to them and it goes in order. So when you don't see it in order, you're trying to catch up, you know. Oh, I went and drove right by it. Yeah, those shows are really good. I like them, you know. I do. The only show I was really keeping up on there for a while was that, that we like to watch with our boys because they like it too. The Good Doctor. I was pretty up to speed on The Good Doctor, but now I think I'm probably behind, and who knows if the wife and the kids have any of those recordings saved, but that's alright, I guess. But I was enjoying the old Good Doctor show. That was a good one, too. I had watched it from the first episode to the last one I'd seen. Yeah, I'm not doing no shenanigans anymore for a while. No. Alright, yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, like, the only show that I've seen, I should say the only, I think it's the only one I can think of right now. The only one, I can think of that my wife and I have watched from the beginning of the series to the end is, one of my favorites on, Netflix. That my stepson, that's a high school history teacher in Montana, uh, influenced us to watch was the show called Longmire on Netflix. That was a really good one. It was a long series, kind of a long series, but it comes to, yeah, you got to watch it. It's a good series, but Longmire. It's probably the only show I've ever seen from the beginning to the end in order. And then the wife and I are keeping up on another show on Netflix called Virgin River. That's really good. It's called Virgin River on Netflix. Yeah, Bruce, it did start out on A&E. Yep, you're right. Yep. But we're watching Virgin River there on Netflix, and we're up to date on that one now too. But another good one on Netflix that we were watching that we're waiting for the next season whenever it comes out is a show called Lock and Key. That's really, really good. Bruce, I think you'd probably like it. It's really good. It's really good. I thought it was kind of gonna be kind of like a. I thought Virgin River was gonna be kind of like a soap opera, but no, it's far from that. It's more than that. So when my wife picked it out to watch, I wasn't too enthused, but it's really good. Virgin River is a really good one. It's got a really good story. Lock and Key is a good one too. Lock and Key is what the name of it is. Well, lock is spelled, I believe, I remember it's L-O-C-K-E. L-O-C-K-E. And then the and symbol and key. But it was a good series on Netflix as well. Kind of a sci-fi mystery kind of series, kind of a little bit. Yep, yeah, exactly. Yep, Bruce. Yeah, that's a really good one to watch too. It's really good. We were gonna first when we first started watching it. We were just gonna watch 1 or 2 episodes that night. We ended up watching like 4 or 5, I think. It's just a very addicting one. Now we're watching one called, what was another one we were watching for a while, but we haven't seen. I think it was called Outer Banks, is what it was called. Outer Banks. It was pretty good. Yep, Bruce, we get into that habit too occasionally. Yep. That's what happened when the new season for Virgin River came out with. uh, yeah, we finished that in about a couple of days. A weekend that I had off and wife had off, and it was late on a Sunday night, and we just finished an episode, and wife's like, "Oh, I should go to bed," but we ended up watching, I think, 2 more episodes and finished it. But yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, you don't even really, you find a good one like that, and you get to watch, and you don't even realize how fast time goes by. But when you find a good one, the time really can go by on you. Go ahead and just fill that back up. We'll go cultivate that field out here quick while we're waiting for. Yeah, the ones you can watch in one hit. Yeah, yeah. Let's get the other. Excuse me. Let's get the cultivator out here and go cultivate that field up. The new field. So this tractor I'm using is the Ursus 4x4 tractor pack, but this tractor is resembling my grandpa's old John Deere B tractor, because there's no John Deere B's in the mod hub. This is the best representation I wanted to use for it, so this is an old John Deere B, my friends. I could have picked a different John Deere to signify the John Deere B, but since this is Grandpa's farm and it was years ago, I wanted to start small with not a lot of horsepower, so that's why I chose the Ursus to represent the old John Deere B. Because this tractor right here is right now the most powerful tractor on the farm. was only 52 horsepower. This also is, if you haven't seen my top 10, well, my only top 10 mod video right now. This tractor's in that top 10 modded video or mod video that I finally made. But I didn't make it, I guess. I did it live, but this tractor's in my top 10. I need to get a stump remover bought so I can chop out that stump at the intersection of that road where we cut that tree down. Need to maybe consider that eventually. But as I progress through Grandpa's farm here, I'm going to upgrade equipment, but it's going to be upgraded at a step level. I'm not just going to jump from, let's say, a 52 horsepower all the way on all the way next to like 100 and some horsepower. We're gonna make the steps. Not that quick. The next tractor we're going to get is only going to be 67 horsepower, so. And after that one, I don't know what I'll get. Probably get a bigger Massey. Because my grandpa on my dad's side of the family, they farmed a lot of Massey equipment except for this old John Deere that he started with, and then the old Oliver that he had when he first got into farming with his brother. The old Oliver Hart Par. But they had a lot of Massey Fergusons and farm-haul tractors when I was younger. And their biggest tractor was one of those Case White tractors. Had duals all the way around it. Well, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. Welcome everyone to Grandpa's Farm here on No Man's Land. Farming Simulator 19, PlayStation 4. But all the new ones that have visited right now. Yeah, this is the sell point area, some of them, but we'll go down here. Did you ever watch The Masked Singer? I didn't care for that show, Bruce, but that's one of my wife's favorites. But here's my grandpa's farm, people, back in old Calhoun County, Iowa, which is southwest of Webster County. Webster County would be like Fort Dodge, Iowa. But yeah, I didn't really care for, I don't know. I'm not into those singing shows. My wife is. The one I really liked, they don't have no more. They just, I don't know, they didn't let it, I don't know. Must not have got enough views or whatever, but they had a singing show a few years back called Nashville Star. And I really liked that one, but it only lasted about 2 seasons, I think. 2 or 3 seasons, something like that. It's all American Idol now. Do you like the AGCO Ground Chief Tractor mod? AGCO Ground Chief Tractor mod. I'm not sure which one is that, Mark. I can't think of what that is. Is that like a small tractors, or is that a recent modded tractor that came out? I'm just not familiar with that name, but I'm horrible at names, so horrible at names. WFE. I'm not sure what that is, Mark. I can't remember, Mark. If you're on Facebook, Mark. Oh, the 80s. Okay, I don't think I. Yeah, I have a lot of tractors on, but I don't think I have anything that. I have a lot of small tractors. And I got a couple that aren't even. I don't even got clicked on. White farm equipment is. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a new one that's coming out, I think, Mark. And then I think that's a new one that's supposed to be getting released here pretty soon. Or somebody else is making a recreation of the same kind of mod, but I seen something just yesterday, I think, by, oh, what modder was it? That was bringing a white tractor to Farming Simulator. They were going to bring it to PC and console, but the modder was going to present Giants. Was going to present to Giants a different name for the tractor for us console gamers. There must be a reason for that, but anyway, he didn't want it to be Lizard. He wanted it to be something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was a white tractor. But evidently on console he couldn't call it a white tractor. He had to call it something else, but on PC it'll be a white tractor. I can't remember who it was now. But there you go. I can't remember names, but yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. So it's that one that you're talking about, Mark. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah, it's a green brand for console. Okay. I took the understanding from the one modder I saw the post on was that it was going to be labeled as a white, but maybe it was going to be labeled as an AGCO white then? AGCO? I can't talk. I must need to get coffee. Oh, hey, we're getting close to. I think we're getting close to being able to do some harvesting. We're getting close. Cool. Little Grandpa's farm's coming around, people. Just a license issue with console. Alright, Matt. We'll see you later, my friend. Probably chat with you later tonight, maybe there, Matt. I wonder, yeah, that must be what the situation is, because yeah, I was just didn't quite. That's just weird. I mean, I don't know how it all works, but it just I don't know. What's the big deal? How can they do it? How can they call that? How can they call it one thing on PC but they can't on console? It just don't make sense. Giants and Giants and Sony are cheap. Okay, so it has to do with Sony pretty much maybe being the issue. I don't know. I guess this doesn't make sense to me. Why? But I'm kind of that kind of person where you know if I was to do something, why not try and do it for everybody type thing. Well, that's just me, Like I said, I help give Christmas to as many people as I can give Christmas to every year. Even after I have my we call it shopping days, but when the families come in to go shopping for their family, and after our shopping days are over with, I always get Facebook messages or text messages or phone calls of some other family that's looking for Christmas that didn't know about our Christmas program. And like for instance, I worked my part-time job. This was 2 years ago now at Christmas time. 2 years ago at Christmas time, I was working over at my part-time job in a community of it's about 700 people or so, and I responded to a call at this couple's apartment, and this couple was, having some relationship issues, but it wasn't nothing horrible. Just, not getting along with each other, and they had a couple really young kids, and they didn't have much, and they both complained to me that they were arguing about money and all this other stuff. So I left there, and never fails. Oh, Rusty during Christmas time gets I just get touched pretty hard. So I don't know how else to put it, but so I have a good relationship with a motorcycle club in that community. That's one of those, they call it Fire and Iron Motorcycle Club. It's like volunteer fire department members that do a motorcycle club. I contacted a couple of those guys and told them what the situation was and told them that I wanted to try and do something, but my shopping days were over at my Christmas program here in my county, and I'd already spent money out of the budgets, so I didn't think that the county clerk or the county commissioners would allow me to go access more money out of my account because I had already done my shopping days. So I wanted to do this all on a personal issue. So that motorcycle club, Fire and Iron, was more than willing. They said, "Yeah, we'll help you out. You just let us know what you want us to do." So they took care of the groceries. They filled the back end of a pickup full of groceries, and my wife and I went and spent some of our own money for some gifts for these couple of kids, and made a post on Facebook, and just unreal at the amount of people that helped bring probably one of the best Christmases ever to this family. And then the next time I worked in that community, then after I had all the gifts, I filled up the old pickup, drove over there, and went to work, and then moved all the gifts from my pickup into the patrol pickup and delivered it to their house and filled the back end of the pickup up. And they were beyond belief surprised and crying, and yeah, just, I don't know, I love that time of year, people. Christmas is about giving. It's one of those. I've helped give Christmas for several years, ever since I was in high school. I'm in my early 40s, and that incident right there that I just told you about, it's not an incident, but that's what I'm calling it. That situation, that Christmas blessing, whatever we'd want to call it, that's probably one I'll never forget, just on how it all panned out, and how we all made it work, and it was amazing. Thanks, Mark. Thanks. Yeah, I got a lot of them. I got a lot of them every Christmas year. Every Christmas season, every year. Yeah, I've always got new ones. Yeah, but you know, when I was in high school, I volunteered at the sheriff's office here where I live, and it's actually the department I always wanted to work for, which I ended up working for about 12 years. But back when I was in high school is when the Christmas program for our county was kind of established a few years before that. And it started just basically with a couple of like 8-foot tables and in the small basement of our sheriff's office. And we had maybe like I don't know, at tops like a dozen families that would come in, and then they'd get Christmas for free. It's very similar to Toys for Tots, but ran differently. It's all private. But ever since then, it's grown. And I don't mean that to sound in a bad way. It's just that it's just the way life is. Lots of people have all kinds of struggles, whether it's financially, medically, or more. So now I hold the Christmas program in pretty much what's called a community center, is what I would call it, in a large community center on our fairgrounds property. And I fill the entire building. Basically, it's one large garage sale for free. Thank you, Bruce. That's good news. Good news. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm very much a softie, so I see some kid without Christmas, I do anything I can to try and bring him happiness. But yeah, so when I was in high school and I volunteered, we actually went downtown. Like I said, I live in a town that's just 1,900 people, so it's just a small little town. We are fortunate. We do have two operating and well-established grocery stores in our little community, but we've got a couple of different little mom and pop department type stores and stuff like that. But years ago, when I was in high school, I went with the dispatchers from the sheriff's office, and we went down to the old dime store, which doesn't exist right now. But we went down to the old dime store downtown, and we shopped for each individual person in the family. So each little boy or girl, and then their parents, and each person got one thing. And then after high school and after I got done with college, then is when I took over the program. and all these families leave with more than, yeah, more than one trash bag full of gifts. Let's just put it to you that way. That's a very, very good thing now. Got a lot of support from the community. Give me 1 second here, my friends. Just 1 second. All right. Does that look like that we're ready to harvest now? Rusty, how are you? I'm doing great. Oh, yeah, we can. All right, people. First harvest on Grandpa's farm. I'm doing good, Jet. Now we gotta move some stuff out of the way so we can get the first harvest underway. So the first harvester that Grandpa actually had was a John Deere harvester, but of course it wasn't probably this big of a harvester. I couldn't tell you what it was, but it was old John Deere harvester was the very first one my grandpa ever used. Because in the story it doesn't say, it just says that he had a John Deere harvester. Sounds low. Can you hear me now, Rev? Or whoever? Can you hear me now better? Maybe Rusty wasn't talking loud enough. I usually don't have a problem talking. Alright, cool. So yeah, Grandpa, I'm good now, good. Grandpa's first harvester was John Deere, but like I said, I don't know what it was or anything, but as for those that haven't heard, I lost my grandpa when I was in 8th grade, so I didn't really get much time with my grandpa, because actually my dad left the family farm when I was 6 years old, and I didn't see my grandparents for, oh, I can't even tell you how long it was. It was a long time, because there was some hardships in the family. So I've always grown up basically without family around, which is one of the worst things I've ever experienced, because I didn't grow up around my cousins. I didn't really grow up around my aunts or my uncles, anything. So all y'all that have your family, make sure you appreciate and love them, because time is too short. But the times I did get with my grandparents was usually during the summer, if I did get any at all. Ah, see ya, Golden. Jet, sorry there. Thanks for coming in, Jet. Yeah, Mark, it is, but it is what it is, and ain't much I can do about it. Now, That's basically all I can tell you is I think it kind of hit a few families back in Iowa, but what happened was is in Iowa back in the early 80s, the early 80s back in Iowa, there was a agricultural depression, and my grandpa and my uncle Mark and my dad were trying to survive off of all of it together. Split up. See you, Jet. Sorry to hear that, my friend. We'll see you later, Jet. Thanks for always stopping in the stream, Jet. Probably gonna hire a worker on this here just shortly and let them do the rest, so we can go back to finishing cultivating that other field over there. Get it all ready to be seeded then. Alright, we'll put a worker on this here. It should be fine. Alright, see you later, Jet. Have a good day, my friend. Rusty, when you was talking about the combine, I was thinking you'd love the mods on PC. Then I saw Drive on the Field and thought you would. Yeah, Mark, I actually my son does have Farming Simulator 19 available for me on PC. But my son that I've talked about occasionally in my streams, which I'll talk about quickly here, that one boy of mine plays on PC, y'all, and he plays a lot of Rocket League, and he competes in tournaments, and he plays in Rocket League in these tournaments with not all 10 fingers. My son was born ABS. ABS stands for amniotic band syndrome. So my son's left hand was not fully developed when he was born. Part of the uterine wall fell off and attached to my son's left hand and stopped the growth of his thumb and his 4 fingers. So he's basically, if you were to just take your left hand and cut all your thumb and your fingers off, he just basically has a palm with a little bit of a thumb cartilage nub and 4 fingers of cartilage. Just tiny little pieces of cartilage that symbolize the thumb and the 4 fingers. He does have a little bit of a grip with that hand, but he plays Rocket League on PC. So 10 fingers are overrated, y'all. And I'm sure some of you already know that because you probably got other family members that, or people you know that don't have all 10 fingers. But one of these days he's gonna show me Farming Simulator on the PC and get me going. And I got a couple of modders actually that I've came close in contact with that have offered me a few things. So I need to get on PC occasionally here. I just haven't yet because my boys are always on the computer. Yeah, Mark, yeah, it's he's got a YouTube channel, but you know he's young, so you know a lot of those young YouTube channels, some of them aren't probably the most presentable, but he does got a YouTube channel, but he hasn't streamed anything to it for quite a while because he plays on PC. And on PC he's a total different name than he is on PlayStation, which all of his videos on his YouTube channel were from PlayStation, so alright, well, we got that done. Sweet. Make Grandpa proud and happy. But there's quite a few small old mods that I've seen in videos that I really would like to have on console. And yeah, I'm sure I'll hear it from Farmer Rev here pretty soon. Yeah. My PC will be here tomorrow. Nice, Bruce. Yeah, you know, hopefully, yeah, we'll see here. I'm thinking about doing grass there, Mark. Thinking about doing that big field to grass right now. How nice the dark side is there, Farmer Rev. Usually somebody on PC always comments how nice the dark side is. I'm just trying to crack some laughter, you know. But my good friends, the Shanty Boys, always give me a hard time, especially Mr. T-Bone. He gives me a hard time about it all the time. And then Matt's son, Brennan Gaming, gives me a little guff occasionally too. Rev. Yeah, I did say it to myself, didn't I, Rev? Yeah, Bruce, there's a good imitation of Brennan for us, huh? PC, PC, PC. Alright, that looks so much cleaner now. Did I say something at Bruce's Gaming? I don't know what not sure, Mark, what that's about there, but so Matt, who was in the stream earlier that left to go to work, his son is Brennan Gaming, if that's what you might have heard. His son is Brennan Gaming, and Brennan and Mr. T-Bone, which are part of the Shanty Boys there with Matt, they always give me a hard time about coming to the dark side. And so Brennan, whenever he sees me in a live stream on his dad's channel, on Matt's channel, Brennan's always yelling in the background, PC, 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 PC. Oh, where's my tippers at? Oh yeah, they're over here in this other shed. Let me get a tipper here. Hey, we're getting some eggs finally. Go. We're getting some eggs. We'll grab this little tipper here. Let's see how many liters we get off this little field. Probably not a lot. Probably not a lot. I'm gonna guess like 2,800. Ooh, 3,099. Not too bad. First harvest. Off a little field there. I really like this. Is probably one of my favorite. You know, and here's one thing y'all learn, which I know Bruce already knows this, but my farming simulator gameplays, I've always been a huge fan of Alien Jim and Alien Jim's mods, and so therefore I always revert to the MF Shed Pack, and anything I've ever made in Farming Simulator has always had the MF Shed Pack used on it. So here recently, probably with the start of my survival challenge on Wilhelmina Forest and the start of the survival challenge on No Man's Land with the Sly Hill Homestead, I've started to try and get away from that MF Shed Pack just to try different things. And I'm really getting to liking some other buildings and like how this has turned out here, because if this wouldn't have turned out like this, you would have basically seen a Alien Jim farm. Yeah, Farmer Rev, I just love Alien Jim's MF Shed Pack. It's one of my favorite building mods. But I started to really like a lot more different ones and trying to use different ones. Like I'll show you here. I actually, first time I used it was on a series I was trying to do on Campaign of France, which then is when I got heavily involved in the survival challenges and got away from it. But they brought some more out a couple of days ago, really. But one of the other sheds that I fell in love with a while back on the Campaign of France that I put on the Campaign of France map was this shed right here. And in the mod hub, this is called the straw shed, but I just love this shed for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I love that straw shed and I haven't got rid of that mod for a while. But that was probably one of my first outside of the alien gym buildings that I started to use. And then this building right here, this is the first time I've used this one, and I can't remember who this shed is by. Can't remember that right off the top of my head. And I've started to become familiar with and love this little hayloft mod right here too. But usually, you know, even with the MF shed pack, I'm usually always using the same silo. So the same silo that I would use would always be that hold everything silo, is what I call it. The hold everything silo from the MF shed pack. Sorry, he announced them a couple. Oh, really? I haven't seen that mark yet. Sweet. Well, hopefully knowing the alien Jim the way I know him, because he's been in one of my live streams before. Only one. He's been in one of my live streams on Mercury Farms and was in the chat. He may have been in others and just wasn't chatting, but knowing him the way I know him, hopefully that's coming to all platforms, I would assume. So I've been also trying to get away from using the MF shed pack multi silo or whatever you'd want to call it, hold everything silo. Joe on Silver News was showing them off all platforms. Alright, cool. That's awesome. So I've been trying to use different silos. Like I've been using the silo wood, I think is what the name of it is in the mod hub, but the wood silo that holds everything. So like holds silage and all that other stuff. So when I designed this Grandpa's farm, I was really wanting to find something that closely resembled the silo location on Grandpa's farm in real life, along with the buildings that were right next to the silo that were where the ethanol still was located. So the one that I thought best suited just kind of a resemblance, because the building that sat right next to the silo in real life was a tall white building, and that's where the ethanol still was, and the automated feeding system that my grandpa created on the farm on a conveyor belt. So that's why I chose that Russian silo mod, was just because I liked how they had all those buildings kind of with that silo, and I don't know. It's probably not the best representation, but I really like how it fits in with everything. There was some silos from the Edge Gaming silo pack that would have came probably a little bit closer to resembling the actual crop silo on Grandpa's farm in real life, but I didn't like the looks of them. That was just my opinion. I didn't like the looks of them for what I wanted this to be, so. But that was probably going to be the other choice, but I ended up choosing that Russian silo mod. I really wanted a better, well, I had found one, but it was a decorative object, and I didn't want a decorative object, but I did finally find a better resemblance of the corn crib, but it's a decorative object, and I think it was in the I don't know if it was in the Lone Oak pack or if it was in, what other pack was it that I looked at? It was a picture of, it was a white barn, a tall white barn. But it would have been a little bit closer of a resemblance, but I didn't want the decorative object because I wanted it to be somewhat useful. And so I thought the hayloft mod there was kind of a good resemblance to the old corn crib, playing a purpose here on this farm. So that's why I chose the hayloft, so it could resemble some kind of purpose anyway. Alright, we're just going to park right here and empty this out and move it over to the next field. You like the red brick one. So I don't know if I even I don't think I even have them on just because I have this all set up, but I usually do. I always have them on. Yeah, I don't got them on. Oops. I like the red barn, the red barn buildings from Alien Gym. Or that brown brick look. Those are probably the two that I like from his MF Shed pack. The red barn look, and then the look that's more of a brown brick kind of. Right there. Okay. We didn't get, that wasn't a very big field, but it's better than nothing here. Now, I can't remember what I seeded over here, if this is wheat or what this was. Or if it was oats. We're about to find out. Wheat. Mateo, welcome to Grandpa's farm here on No Man's Land, Mateo. We loaded on the maps this week. Yeah, yep. I should probably go give a world a couple of new maps. I just haven't yet. Just came home from school. Yeah, I wonder what time is it anyway. Oh gosh, dang. Times went by. Tell you what, we get this field done here, I'm probably gonna quit stream. Didn't even realize that we flying by time here. That's what happens when you're playing Farming Simulator and you're having fun. Off today, Bruce. Off today. The farm is, farm's going good, Mateo. Have you seen it, Mateo? Were you in the first live stream? If you weren't, let me know there, Mateo, and I'll give you an overhead view quick. Bruce, I have an idea that just hit my head. So if I remember, I'll send you a message when I'm done with stream. But I have something that just hit my head. I'll send you a message and see what you think. Mr. T-Bone, how are you doing, my friend? Well, I was just talking about you earlier, so your nose must have been itching. Mateo, this is no man's land. This is my creation of my grandpa's farm back home in Calhoun County, Iowa. But this is no man's land. This is grandpa's farm layout right here. The buildings are placed in the approximate location as to where they would be in real life. Years ago. Because I had a picture to go by. That I shared the picture in our Facebook group, actually. Murphy, calm down. Nobody's out there. Sorry, farm dog's kind of getting ready to go barking crazy here. Thank you, Mateo. I like the map Bruce was working on last night. Looks really nice. And that was that Riverbird, I think. I'm gonna do another Grandpa's Farm creation too, but I'm not sure where I'm gonna take that one to, for certain reasons. Because this is my grandfather's farm on my dad's side of the family, but my grandfather's farm on my mom's side was quite a bit different, because he also was a truck driver. And was one of very few truck drivers back in those days that actually had a semi or a bigger truck that could haul grain for other farmers. So I'm thinking about doing that farm creation on another alien gym map that has some good buy and sell points. That'll be in the future, though. Bruce is going Mercury Farm today. Oh, he's really? You gonna stream on Mercury Farms? I thought about that one, Gary. Yeah, I did think about that one. Yep. That's the one I'm kind of leaning towards. Oh, we're full. Mercury Farms tonight. Wow. You got me intrigued, Bruce. You got me intrigued. That's why you asked if it was my day off. Ah, that's my favorite map of all, everyone, for those that don't know, and Bruce knows that. I don't care what map there is. That is my favorite map of everything, is Mercury Farms. You're on the northern coast. The northern coast. Is that a PC map, Mark, then? I can't picture the northern coast. I can picture the Pacific Northwest. Ah, continuing on from map based in Ireland. Been a bit since I was on it. Continuing on from your challenge. You talking about Jethro's Animal Challenge, Bruce? Or are you going to start my Survival Farm Challenge? The Animal Challenge there was Jethro's. Map based in Ireland. So, is that available on console? I've never heard of that one. The Northern Coast. I just can't picture it. But you know, there's a lot of maps that I'm just not familiar with because I haven't went and explored many maps because I haven't been playing Farming Simulator really that long. Guys, I'm going to get me something to eat. I'll try to get back and hit the like. Thanks, T-Bone. Mr. Sealy P has played on it. Nice, Mark. I'll have to look that one up. I just can't picture that one. Also, Virtual Farmer, but he's on PC. Okay, there, Mark. K-Dog! How are you doing, K-Dog? It's been a few days. Welcome back. Welcome back to Grandpa's Farm Creation on No Man's Land. So this is my recreation of my grandpa's farm back in Calhoun County, Iowa. Wheat harvest here is really good. I'm going to get really good wheat harvest, but this field's the bigger one of the ones that we have seeded so far, so points. Here is the Grandpa's farm, K-Dog. An overhead view. That's what that looks like. Thanks, my friend. All the buildings are in very are set to where they would be in real life, but of course I can't use the same buildings. But I picked the closest resemblance. From the mod hub. Yeah, you don't have to listen to T-Bone. T-Bone had to go find some more cheesecake to eat. He was getting hungry. Amanda! Welcome, Amanda. So, Amanda, I think you were here when I live streamed the first time, but here's Grandpa's farm. Right here, Amanda. And then, the building, Amanda, that I was telling you that I was going to use that comes from your ancestry is this silo mod right here. This silo building mod right here is actually from your ancestry there, Amanda. It's in the mod hub. Belongs to the map Sosnovka. But that was the silo building that I felt that best fit a description of my grandpa's silo area that sat right next to his automated feeding system, elevator, and ethanol, small farm ethanol plant, where the heating kiln still was that heated up corn cobs to produce ethanol. It is, Amanda. It's the Russian silo mod from the map and farming simulator called Sosnovka. I can't pronounce it right, but yes, it is. It's the Russian silo mod. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, there you go, K-Dog. Spell it out for everybody. That's perfect, because I'm horrible at pronunciation. So, yeah, that's the map that's from. FS19 map. Yeah, that's what I heard. Loved the map. You know, Gary, I've heard that. I've heard quite a few people say that actually, and I haven't played it because, you know, I'm new to Farming Simulator with Farming Simulator 19, but I bring it up because of the Crazy Monkeys No Mods Challenge. There's a couple of people that are choosing other old base game maps, such as Sosnovka and what's it called, Hagenstadt, and Goldcrest Valley, and Westbridge Hills. And yeah, like Farmer Rev, he's on Westbridge Hills, but I think there was somebody that was actually going to start it on a couple of the other maps. I think somebody started it on Goldcrest Valley. You can get sand and blank Really? I didn't know that, K-Dog. That was for FS19, Rev says. I have no clue, so either way it was a base game map. But Jormholm. Yeah. Yeah, there's another one there, Gary, yep. That map that you just said there, Gary, is actually Jethro 440 Gaming's favorite map, if I remember correctly. He's got a lot of hours on that map. The other admin, Jeremy. Can you be a moderator? I don't need one right now there, K-Dog, but maybe in the near future here. I don't need one right now. But I'll definitely consider that in the very near future. You're one for Matt and six-wheeling. I think everybody's moderator for six-wheeling. That's the way he does things. Which that's fine. Six-wheel on the Forgetful Farmer is a great farming simulator YouTuber. If that's who you're talking about. Yeah, first minute I'm a pro gamer. I wish I would have been awake, pro gamer, but I saw you had a stream earlier. I don't remember how many hours ago now it was, but sorry I missed your stream. Alright, K-Dog, have a good one. Study hard. Oh, nice wheat harvest. We filled it almost all the way up again. 99% full. It's math and then science. Well, I like science, but I could do away with math. Thank you, Rev. I give a few shout outs here to all my supporters on Rusty Money Gaming here. Pro gamer, that's funny. Yeah, you gotta be a Krispy Kreme fan. Better yet, you gotta send me a dozen Krispy Kremes. But thank you to Pro Gamer for being a supporter on the channel. Thank you to Farmer Rev, Bruce's Gaming, K-Dog, Amanda 1982. Thank you all. Thank you to James. Thank you to Six Wheel and the Forgetful Farmer, Carson's Gaming, Ruby Gaming, Red Viking, JB agrees, Lions agree. I do agree. And a new subscriber from South Africa, Gen Z Farmer. Thank you to my good friends, the Shanty Boys, Matt, Mr. T-Bone, Luke, Silver Eagle, and Brennan Gaming. Thank you to my good Elio brother from across the states, Mr. Farmer Cop himself. Thank you, my friend, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you to one of my favorite map makers and mod creators, Alien Jim, for your support here on the channel. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna... I don't think I need this anymore. Yeah, let's put this. Let's just put this over here for right now. We'll get the loading wagon here. Thank you to SOS from Denmark for your support here. Thank you to Marty Cantrell, Logan Barcott, Cameron Cup, Logan Reagan, Braxton Burnett. Okay, I need to go. Great stream, Rusty. Talk to you later. All right, Bruce. We'll see you later, my friend. Have a good one. Thank you to Ronnie Johnson, Harsh Spark Gaming, Redonkulous Dave, FSG, the Farm Sim guy, Warco Entertainment, Driver 53 Gaming. All y'all, thank you very much. Crazy Monkey Gaming. See you later, my friend. I'll send you a message here pretty soon, real soon, because I'm going to quit here probably in a few minutes. I just had a wild idea. Thank you to Corsican, Texas. Golden Jet Simulations. Mark Thor. I'm having a nice cup of tea and eating custard cream biscuits. Ooh. You got me interested, pro gamer. Thank you to Old Timer Dave. Julia Payton. The Tosh Father. Backwoods 201 Gaming, thank you, my friend. You're the one that inspired all this adventures. Italian herb and chicken, roasted potatoes on the grill right now. Come up. Oh my goodness, Gary, you're killing me, man. I'm gonna have to go bust out the old 2 Traegers sitting on the porch. Mateo, it looks like it's sunny and partly cloudy out right now. It's what's the temperature right now? It was pretty cold this morning yet. It says it's 46 outside. Oh. So, anyway, my friends, I think that this is going to be it for Grandpa's farm visit for the day. I might come back on Grandpa's farm again yet today. We'll see. I don't know. But for right now, this is going to be it for the stream, I think, because we're just shy of 3 hours. I got a kid that probably needs to be seeing what his fever is now again. Because those that have been staying in touch with the live streams, we got a kid that's been sick, and he's still sick, and probably is going to get retested again tomorrow. Is what I'm speculating is going to happen. This is No Man's Land, Pro Gamer. No Man's Land, where you can create anything you want, because the map's just trees and rocks. Which I've created a lot, but this, let's see, where, yeah, so here's the store. This is where you spawn in at the store. But this is No Man's Land, which let me get rid of that little help window there, and you can see better. But yeah, so we created Grandpa's farm right close to the store, but the rest of this map is just full of grassland and trees. All these other sale point areas I created and put them in. The little city over here. A sawmill I put right there. Put a river in from the lake, because there's a lake on this map that sits up here. And I put a river flowing off of that. Put the diner right there. The garden center. Selling station mod with the industrial buildings. Just another little farm that this was part of. This was part of Upper Lake Farm area right here. That was part of my last shenanigans. So this is Upper Lake Farm transferring into St. Croix Flowage right here, and then into Dark Forest. And then that led into a replication of my old Sly Hill Homestead challenge here. Alright, Pro Gamer, we'll see you later. Thank you, my friend. But that's it pretty much in a nutshell there. But yeah, I think that that's gonna probably end it today, everyone. I appreciate everyone that's stopped by and enjoyed parts of Grandpa's farm here. We're gonna continue this series. It's just a have fun and chat series. Do some fun farming and not have to worry about money so much on the old survival challenges I always live stream. So we'll be continuing this, but thank you all for viewing. Thank you to those that I may have forgot to mention. I can't always seem to remember them all every time. I need to make myself a cheat sheet like somebody thought I had one time, where I just had it sitting next to me and I read off all the names. But I try to give everybody a shout out every stream. So thank you all very much. Until next time, happy farming everyone. This is RustyMoney saying goodbye.